What if the celebrities you've admired for years were living stories far more complex than anything the public ever saw? In Hollywood, transformation is often celebrated on the surface, but for some stars it was deeply personal, unfolding quietly behind the scenes and far from the spotlight. For decades, fame came with intense pressure to fit into a narrow, carefully controlled image. Many transgender celebrities had to balance success with silence, protecting a truth the world wasn't ready to accept. Yet behind that silence are powerful journeys of identity, resilience, and courage. In this video, we uncover the hidden stories, the turning points, and the truths that changed everything, some of which may truly surprise you. Laverne Cox. Laverne Cox's journey to recognition is a story of resilience shaped long before fame ever arrived. Born in Mobile, Alabama, she sensed early in life that she was different from the boys around her. Her natural connection to feminine expression set her apart, often making her a target of bullying and misunderstanding. Yet rather than diminishing her spirit, those difficult experiences slowly strengthened her inner resolve. One of the first places she found comfort was in dance. She developed a deep love for tap and jazz, spending hours practicing and refining her skills. Although her mother was initially cautious, particularly about ballet, which was often viewed as too feminine at the time, she eventually supported Laverne's passion. Through dance, Laverne discovered a space where she could express herself more freely and feel a sense of belonging. At the same time, growing up in a strict religious environment created additional emotional challenges. She was often led to believe that her feelings were wrong, leaving her with deep shame and confusion. By 6th grade, the emotional weight became overwhelming, leading to a suicide attempt. She survived, and in the years that followed, that painful moment became a powerful turning point. After moving to New York City, Laverne fully embraced her identity and began her transition. Her breakthrough role in Orange is the New Black brought widespread acclaim and visibility. More than just a career milestone, it allowed her to become a leading voice for transgender equality, inspiring others to live openly and authentically despite societal barriers. Jazz Jennings. Jazz Jennings has become one of the most recognizable voices in conversations about the transgender experience, especially when it comes to growing up transgender in the public eye. She first captured national attention at just 6 years old during an interview with Barbara Walters, where she spoke with striking clarity about her identity, explaining that although she was assigned male at birth, she knew she was a girl. From a very young age, Jazz showed a strong and consistent sense of self. She loved wearing dresses, often trying on her sister's clothes and confidently walking around the house in high heels. When others referred to her as a boy, she calmly but firmly corrected them, expressing who she truly was with quiet certainty. Like many children, she once imagined that something magical might one day align her body with how she felt inside, an innocent but powerful reflection of her inner truth. What made a lasting difference, however, was her family's support. Over time, they came to fully understand and embrace her, giving her the freedom to live openly. As she grew older, Jazz chose visibility over silence. Through the TLC reality series I Am Jazz, she shared her journey navigating adolescent school friendships and transition. The show helped millions better understand the emotional realities transgender youth often face. Her honesty and courage earned her national recognition, including being named one of the most influential teens by Time in 2014. Yet what truly defines Jazz is her confidence, believing that the only voice that determines who she is her own. Carmen Carrera. Carmen Carrera first stepped into the public spotlight as a standout contestant on Season 3 of RuPaul's Drag Race. With her striking beauty-polished style and confident stage presence, she quickly became a fan favorite, leaving a lasting impression on viewers. After the show, however, Carmen's life took a far more personal turn. She publicly came out as a transgender woman and began her transition while still in the public eye, a decision that required both courage and resilience. For many who had only known her through her drag performances, the distinction between a stage persona and her true identity was not immediately understood, leading to confusion and at times criticism. Despite these challenges, Carmen remained committed to living authentically. By speaking openly about her journey, she helped bring attention to important conversations about identity, respect, and representation within the LGBTQ+ community. One of the most notable moments came when she voiced concerns about a controversial segment on RuPaul's Drag Race that included language many considered insensitive toward transgender individuals. Her comments sparked debate, but she stood firm in advocating for greater awareness and understanding. In the years since, Carmen has built a successful career as a fashion model, appearing in major publications and walking international runways. Beyond her professional achievements, she continues to use her voice to promote dignity and equality. Notably, she has expressed that she holds no lasting resentment toward RuPaul, showing a sense of grace and perspective shaped by her journey. Gina Rosero. Gina Rosero reached a defining turning point in 2014 when she publicly came out as transgender during a powerful talk at TED. By then, she had already built a successful modeling career in New York, working in an industry where very few people knew she had been assigned male at birth. For Gina, sharing her truth was not just a personal decision. It was a courageous step that she knew could reshape both her life and career. Yet her journey had begun long before that moment. Born in the Philippines, Gina understood her identity at a very young age. By around 5 years old, she had already told her mother she was a girl. Fortunately, her family responded with love and acceptance, giving her the emotional support that would guide her through the years ahead. As a teenager, she competed in transgender beauty pageants in the Philippines, gaining confidence and a sense of belonging on stage. At 19, she underwent gender-affirming surgery, bringing her physical self into alignment with who she truly was. Later, when she moved to the United States to pursue modeling, she chose to keep her past private, concerned about how the fashion industry might respond. Over time, however, the desire to live openly became stronger than the fear. During her 2014 TED Talk, Gina shared her story with honesty and grace in a moment that resonated with audiences around the world. Today, she continues to advocate for transgender visibility, dignity, and equality, encouraging others to live authentically and without shame. Erica Irvin Amazon Eve. Erica Irvin, widely recognized by her stage name, Amazon Eve, stands out as one of the most unique figures in fashion and entertainment. At an extraordinary 6 feet 8 inches tall, she has been recognized as the tallest professional female model in the world, a presence that naturally draws attention wherever she goes. But Erica's story is about far more than height. Born William Irvin, she spent years navigating the challenge of fully embracing her identity. Her entry into the spotlight began through modeling, where her striking stature quickly captured the interest of photographers and designers seeking something bold and unforgettable. Yet behind the images was a deeper journey of self-acceptance and resilience. At one point, when considering whether to publicly share that she was a transgender woman, a friend jokingly suggested she reveal her story in Sweden, a country often associated with openness and acceptance. While lighthearted, the comment reflected a very real concern, the fear many transgender individuals face when stepping into the truth publicly. Erica later expanded her career into acting, gaining wider recognition for her role in American Horror Story Freak Show. Interestingly, the character Amazon Eve was originally envisioned differently, and Erica auditioned without initially disclosing that she was transgender. It was only after being cast that she shared her truth. On screen, her remarkable height created unforgettable visual contrasts, especially alongside much shorter performers, highlighting the incredible diversity of the human form and reinforcing her place as a truly unforgettable presence. James Dean. James Dean remains one of the most enduring icons of Hollywood's golden age. Known for his intense performances and quiet, brooding charisma, he came to symbolize youthful rebellion in the 1950s. His unforgettable role in Rebel Without a Cause captured the restless energy of a generation searching for identity and independence. On screen, Dean often portrayed characters filled with emotional depth and defiance qualities that seemed to mirror aspects of his real life. He projected a strong, rebellious masculinity, yet those who knew him often described a more complex and sensitive individual behind the scenes. Over the years, biographers and historians have suggested that Dean's personal relationships did not always conform to the social expectations of his time. While he was publicly linked to Italian actress Pier Angeli, accounts from people close to him have also pointed to possible relationships with men. One frequently mentioned figure is Rogers Brackett, who reportedly offered both financial and emotional support during Dean's early struggles in New York. Writer John Gilmore later claimed they had shared experiences in their youth, though such accounts remain debated and not definitively confirmed. Actress Elizabeth Taylor once publicly stated that Dean had been gay, but Dean himself resisted labels. When questioned about his sexuality, he famously suggested he would not limit himself by society's expectations. Though his life was tragically cut short in 1955, James Dean's legacy continues to represent individuality, emotional honesty, and the courage to live life on one's own terms. Barbara Stanwyck. Barbara Stanwyck remains one of the most respected and commanding figures of Hollywood's golden age. Celebrated for her intelligence, emotional range, and strong screen presence, she built a remarkable career portraying independent, complex women who often defied convention. One intriguing chapter in her later career came with the 1962 film Walk on the Wild Side. In the film, Stanwyck played Jo Courtney, a sophisticated brothel owner whose relationship with another woman carried clear lesbian undertones, an unusually bold portrayal for its time. Off-screen, Stanwyck was known to be intensely private, yet deeply loyal to those within her inner circle. Early in her career, she moved in social circles that included many gay and lesbian performers, particularly within the theater and nightclub scenes. She also spent time teaching dance at a venue associated with entertainer Texas Guinan, further connecting her to a vibrant and diverse artistic community. Over the years, there has been occasional speculation about Stanwyck's personal life. Actress Tallulah Bankhead once hinted at a possible romantic connection between them, though this was never confirmed. Stanwyck also maintained a close decades-long professional relationship with her manager Helen Ferguson, which has drawn quiet curiosity from some historians. Despite such speculation, Stanwyck never publicly addressed these rumors. What remains undeniable is her lasting legacy as a pioneering actress whose performances continue to captivate audiences and define an era of classic Hollywood. Anthony Perkins. Anthony Perkins became one of Hollywood's most unforgettable stars after his chilling portrayal of Norman Bates in Psycho, a performance that helped redefine psychological horror for generations. His quiet intensity and unsettling charm made the character iconic, securing his place in film history. Yet even before that breakthrough, Perkins had already established himself as a serious talent. In 1956, he earned an Academy Award nomination for his role in Friendly Persuasion, demonstrating a depth and sensitivity that set him apart from many of his contemporaries. Behind the scenes, however, Perkins's personal life was far more complex than his public image suggested. During an era when Hollywood enforced rigid expectations for leading men, there was little room for openness. Over the years, rumors circulated about relationships with several men, including actors Rock Hudson and Tab Hunter, as well as famed ballet dancer Rudolf Nureyev. Like many stars of that time, much of his private life remained carefully guarded. In 1973, Perkins surprised many when he married photographer Barry Berenson. Despite public speculation, their marriage lasted nearly 2 decades, and together they raised 2 sons, maintaining a close family life. Perkins passed away in 1992 at the age of 60 due to complications related to AIDS. His death marked the loss of a remarkable actor whose work continues to resonate. Today, he is remembered not only for his unforgettable roles, but also for navigating fame, identity, and personal challenges during a more restrictive era in Hollywood. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any new videos. See you in the next one.